Hi, my name is James Shepard, and in this video we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're still in this kind of series on merchant services, how to sell credit card processing, but now we're going to talk about actually how to sell it. In other words, all the videos I've done so far in the series have been about kind of understanding it, how does it work, what's it all about, how do you make money. Now we're going to talk about how do you actually get out in the field and sell it. What do you have to do? Well, first of all, the first thing is you have to find a credit card processing company that you want to work with, like ours, okay? Hopefully it is ours, because I'm biased and I think we have the best program out there. We have great commission, we have a great program, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. But you got to find a credit card processor you want to work with. You can't just go out there and start selling credit card processing. You have to have a processor that you sell for. So what I recommend that you do is do your homework, do your research, look at a few different companies, certainly put ours in the mix, I hope, and look at what we have to offer, compare them, call the different companies, ask them a lot of questions. Please, 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 and I'm not telling you this to sign up with our team because this is not a pitch for our team, download my free ebook on 5 commission traps, because trust me, you're going to need to know that information. It's a free ebook on my website. You need that information in order to evaluate different processing companies. So go to ccsalespro.com, download the ebook. It's really important that you do that. But anyway, all that to say, you got to have a credit card processor. They're going to give you some paperwork that you need to fill out. And yes, they're going to want your social security number. Yes, they're going to want all that information because it's a requirement. This is the financial services industry. You're not selling hot dogs, you're selling financial services. We got to do background check. Now normally, as long as you don't have a serious criminal background in your past, like financial fraud or something like that, usually you're going to be fine, but there is a background check that's run to make sure there's no criminal background or anything like that. That again, you're in the financial services industry, so there is going to be a little bit of that. Once you get done with that part of it, the next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to figure out how you're going to do prospecting. And there's primarily 3 different forms of prospecting, plus a 4th one that I'll throw in as a side note. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. And then we're going to move on to some specifics on pitch and objections and things like that, okay? So let me give you the 3 prospecting methods, and then the 4th one I'll throw in at the end. Number 1, the most effective prospecting method, I believe, especially right off the bat, is simply walking into merchant locations and making sales. So the way that that works is really simple. Pick a street in your area or pick a business type like pizza shops and just simply walk into these businesses. I'm going to give you a pitch in the next video, but you're basically just going to introduce yourself, start talking to them about their credit card processing needs, try to get a credit card processing statement from them, and pitch them like that. So you just walk into businesses. The reason I really like that prospecting methodology is that it's very efficient, because when you get out there in the field, you're just walking into businesses. So they're all going to be in a really tight area. You can pick a street and just walk into every business on that street that meets the criteria that we'll talk about later. And that's really, really helpful to you, because then when you do follow-ups, they're all on the same street. Save you gas money, save you a lot of time, and plus the other thing is, once you sell one person, it's a lot easier to sell the person right next to them, and then the person right next to them, and it's kind of a, you get the ball rolling type of thing, and you can end up getting 15, 20 clients on one street because they're all with you, and so they all know each other. It just makes it a lot easier. The second prospecting method is telemarketing. Now, telemarketing in the merchant services industry is almost dead. In other words, it's gotten so difficult that I really have a hard time even recommending it as a possible strategy for you to actually sell it just strictly over the phone. And the reason is that many credit card processing companies have gone overseas, and they have calling centers in India and the Philippines and other international providers that basically have all these salespeople in a room calling. So most of these small business owners are getting called 3 and 4 and 5 times a day for merchant services, and they're getting sick of it. So it's very difficult to call and set yourself apart. Now, kind of a variation of telemarketing is you can call to schedule appointments, and that can actually be very, very effective if you have phone skills. But the key there, and we'll talk about scripts in the next video, but the key there is you've got to set yourself apart as a local provider. Very important, because again, if they think you're just from some other call center, they're going to hang up on you. Number 3, the third prospecting method is inbound marketing, or following up on leads that you're going to get through inbound marketing. Now, you're going to want to make sure you're on our kickoff meeting in January. The CC Sales Pro kickoff event will be the first week in January, and I'm going to talk about a new marketing platform that we have where you can utilize my content. I've got years of experience doing inbound marketing, videos, social media, blogging, email marketing. I'm going to bring all that to bear, and I'm going to allow you, those of you that are on our team and others, to have access to that on our marketing platform. So make sure you check that out in January. Now, the fourth one I'm just going to kind of throw out there for you is an existing portfolio. So many of you already have, you've been selling, for instance, small business insurance. So you've already got like 300 clients, or maybe you've been selling voice over internet protocol phone or VoIP phone systems or whatever. So you have an existing list of clients and you want to add merchant services. That can be very profitable. I highly recommend that, but I also recommend that you take a couple months and sell brand new customers so you start to get used to the paperwork, you understand how it works. The key to flipping a big portfolio or taking a big portfolio and getting them to upsell them merchant services is to have a really, really smooth process. You want to walk in there and have paperwork ready, have everything just kind of all your ducks in a row. And the only way to do that is really to get some firsthand experience in selling merchant services. So kind of get over all the hurdles and make all your mistakes with people that aren't currently your clients. All right? My name is James Shepard. Make sure you keep going in this series. We've got some really, really good stuff coming up for you. Again, looking at joining our team, go to ccsalespro.com for more info on that.